I just started one. Join up, bro.
Dude, it's not dead. I don't know. Like, you just have to spray that kid out. Yeah, I had no ammo, and I also had to take minis. You're so much better than it doesn't matter.
Ooh, look this dude face. Join my stream, yo.
Oh my god.
Y'all see this dude face?
I ain't up in there yet.
Yo.
It say waiting for Sino Pump.
Close app and join back.
It's working now.
Bro, look this dude face. He's uglier than booty claps.
Yeah, this nigga face is disgusting.
Ugh, that boy got a sharp nose.
Damn, that boy look like he got beat up.
Bro, they don't got no person that looks like me.
Damn. Nah, you should go back to the skinny nigga now. Oh.
This?
Alright.
This, Edward?
Hold on, what up? No, keep going. Back. Go back.
Go back?
Go to about head 3.
Hell no.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh no, head 4, head 4, head 5, head 5, head 5.
Head 4? Hell no.
5, head 5, not head 4, head 5.
This?
Yeah, you're fine.
Head 5. Head 5 look like you.
Yeah, they're gonna chop for sure. They're gonna chop. They're under our range. They're trying to come up. They're getting side jump. On me. One,
Ooh.
Can I get a better freaking head?
yeah, I'm up. I have like no match though. He boxed me.
Get an afro. Oh.
Yeah, you send me another invitation. It say the broadcast has been stopped.
No, that one's fun.
What?
Close your app and then get back.
Close my app.
No, go to your phone. Watch it on your phone or something.
Yeah, watch it on your phone, dude. What do you mean?
Okay, I'm going back to an Airfro.
What an afro, yeah.
Right here. Airfro Sharp 1.
You should go afro short too.
2? That's really ugly. Hell
no. That shit look like you.
no. My hair is just like this.
It's definitely not like that at all.
Watch on me. Dead. Watch on me. Oh, he's weak. I hit him 100, man. How's that not a 200? He's height. 500 best. Spray him. He's dropping.
Here,
I want
boy.
to take a moment to thank all the coaches who helped me along the way. Because of them that I had the opportunity to play the next.
He's on your way.
Guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my
He's gonna be
O-line.
stuck.
Ooh.
I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who helped me along the way. Because
I want to thank everyone for showing up today.
Oh, heck
It's
no.
because of all you guys.
You're gonna have to give me
guys, I
first
just want
one.
to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this opportunity.
Hey, don't forget to
Head
thank your
voice
mom.
too.
Never forget to thank your mom. Mike, tell me what you're gonna do.
Sign up, pump. Sign up,
Actually, it's
pump.
why I'm hiding in here.
Yo, that nigga is. Yo, he taking a dip.
Any advice?
That nigga is taking a dookie.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Jaden, make me a mod.
Actually, I've been meaning to run into you.
I don't feel like getting on my phone and doing that right now.
Hello?
Jaden, make me a mod.
Hello?
I don't feel like getting on my phone and doing that right now.
Jaden, make me a mod.
Classy, mute your mic.
How's it going?
For real, mute that shit. LSU, Miami, Oklahoma, Oregon. Oh my god.
LSU or Miami?
Yeah, if I'm
Definitely
going,
Miami.
definitely not Miami if I'm going quarterback.
Clemson. They got some good wide receivers.
LSU.
Ellis freaking shit. Nah, Clemson is nasty with the wide receivers.
Clemson, bro.
But I gotta
And they
go
got
with
good colors, bro.
I gotta go with my home state.
Bro, orange looks good on you, man.
Oh, let's see.
Why is my
You still got
thumbs
that
like that?
nasty picture.
Amazing. Why is he holding a hat like that?
That's what I'm saying. December,
You
4
still got
years
that
later.
nasty picture, bro.
College football. Oh my god, we on the bus? What are you?
Y'all in the snow? Ew.
College football playoffs.
With this team's star starting quarterback out, they're turning to a kid who's
He
never
gets doo-dooed
taken a
on by the
snap
snow.
in
The
college,
bus crashes
not
into a
once.
ditch.
Their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back,
Great no college
on the
playoff.
field, and throw it to Isaiah Streets. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in this game. Drop back, scan, and throw.
MBD Trey, my game. Trey Poulard.
4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Does not say something right there. What happened?
My game. MBD Trey, my game.
Coach, you wanted to see me?
318K views. Holy
I want you to be the
boy.
first to know that Marcus Washington
Oh,
committed last
shit.
night. And he's coming here.
Sweet Home Alabama had
What?
He's coming here.
Sweet Home Alabama.
That doesn't make any sense. You said I was gonna be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
So you're gonna put me as a freaking backup? You're really
I'm not going
ugly.
anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job.
It's Zayden in
wait.
the second string. I knew you should have went to Clemson.
Dude, they do that for every freaking college. Shut up.
Yeah, you should have went to Florida.
Let five-star talent waste away
They
in the
do that for
best
every
football.
freaking
The
cutscene.
question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit,
That's a
why do you stay
got a
with coach for this
Samsung?
fight? Because he's got something to prove. To who? To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the
Son
team-
got a
That
freaking.
nasty
the last 4 years
sports
telling them you're not good
center.
enough. Prove it to those guys.
I think this.
He got that
Alright,
nasty.
gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, the second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of
Can I
work to do.
have back my
Let's get to it.
baby? You do the unthinkable.
I gotta,
Do the
I gotta turn my light off for
unthinkable.
this one. Yo, don't. Why you got the dirty shoes? Why is he throwing our bad shoes?
Oh yeah, it's me, you're the guy to get it done.
Gotta turn my light off for this one.
I did. Yes. Glad you noticed. Whoa. Be a big stab.
Jay, do you know what an actual Sino pump is?
This is for players and
Dude,
coaches.
that
only.
junk is disgusting.
I'm here to play. I'm here to play. Who I want to play? Who should I play against?
Oh, let me see. Hold on. Definitely Texas Tech. Get the easy winnies.
I'm not playing Texas Tech. Should I play in Miami?
Should definitely play Oregon.
Oregon? Edward. Okay, Edward Dippy. I might go with
Edward hit a dippy.
Oregon.
Yo,
here to
dude
play
got
Oregon.
a long neck.
The
You got a
Ducks,
thick
yeah.
neck.
You? Okay. What's your name?
I'm here to play Oregon. What? The Ducks, yeah. You? Okay. What's your name? Ooh. First name, Ice Money J. Ew, what is your last name? You type so
me.
slow.
That's you?
Yeah,
I don't know who you are, but go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's you. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, I don't know
You're
who
the
you are,
quarterback,
but
Yeah.
glad. Go
Don't look so
ahead.
surprised.
Yeah.
It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working
Oh,
the
excuse
sidelines tonight.
me. Are you the
Cool.
quarterback,
Nice to meet
right?
you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Don't
Okay.
surprise.
I'm
I have a
just
new
gonna
job on
record
the
'em.
roster.
Right.
I'm Taylor
So we all
Bennett.
know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh. Well, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? I like to get the ball out quick. Get it in my receiver's hands. Let them do the rest.
Okay.
What are
Now,
you?
How about your personality? Or better yet, how was your
Oh,
teammate?
this has been friendly.
Teammates describe it.
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know what? I'm kind of a film junkie. I like to lead by example in that way, so people would joke that I was like a mini-me of the coach.
Okay.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
Let him borrow you.
All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. I got you.
This man said Miami. So late.
Bro, y'all need to freaking doodle on each other.
This man said Miami.
You need to give him the best passes in the NFL, bro.
What is wrong with your freaking mics? Put your mics back in.
What you said?
Somebody might be tripping.
It was probably me.
Swole as dookie. Somebody might be tripping. Oh yeah.
Let's go!
Come on, man. Coach Cam. Jaden, you're tripping. Throw a lob.
He cannot catch.
No way he didn't catch it. He wasn't even. Oh, that boy is some slob.
That was a freaking touch pass. Wow.
You lobbed it.
Oh, I know how to throw bullets, buddy.
No, that's a touch. Oh! Okay, I'm definitely muting my mic.
The freak is a high pass.
Here we go! Here we go!
Oh, I forgot.
On the double!
Freaking low pass.
Hey, ready! Ready, go! Let's go now! Run, ready!
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
Y'all can really unmute your mic. I hate being in parties and nobody talks.
All right, I just talked to Coach.
He said he hates being in a party and no one's talking
game
to
plan
him.
for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is
I
we
should
keep it
watch it on
simple,
my
you don't get
TV,
overwhelmed,
Loki.
and then we
Hold
rely
on,
on
let me
you.
Should we
pull
have
it
on
up.
FaceTime?
Wait, hold on. Is this a joke?
Oh, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to
Um,
succeed.
No, this ain't high
hold
school
on, wait
ball,
until I
man.
pull it up on my phone,
Ours
then we
is
can
the
FaceTime.
semifinals. If we go
I
out there
mean,
and
whenever I
simplify,
pull
they're
up on
gonna
my
destroy
TV.
us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Forget about him, man.
Listen, I don't care how much you played. You're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it.
Sometimes they have to
Yeah?
do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Classy.
Hmm.
Y'all on FaceTime?
No.
Who's you talking to then?
Well, the 2018 college football season has been a wild one, and we are down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in snowy, yes, snowy Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers.
What's up, bro?
Texas is snowing?
Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on the show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
Okay.
Right, hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
It's definitely snowing in Texas.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Edward, just put it on your thingy.
Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon.
Hello? But I'm tired of hearing myself talk. What do you want, kid?
Oh, he's going to take a shot.
Why are you on defensive
and
end?
wind up incomplete.
What do you
Trying to get his
want,
man
kid?
to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed
I'm putting it
all
on my
week in
TV.
practice, getting ready for this one. Big shot right out of the
I'm
gate.
TV so I'll get on Facebook and I'm tired of hearing myself twice.
Have them back on their heels.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hello, what up?
16 yards, a first down.
Wait.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. You get a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run with Keller.
Can I get this kid?
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this, up to the 41-yard line. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Well.
Here we go, his first collegiate snap. What a spot as the Tigers come up 1st and 10.
I added you.
They will let him throw here on the very first play. Got his man, it's the All-American Isaiah Streets. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. That's the first pass that Isaiah Streets has caught in his career by somebody other than Marcus Washington. And you talk about this quarterback change and the impact on this offense. Certainly it has a huge effect on these wide receivers. The good thing, though, when you've got a guy like Isaiah Streets, you've got reliability, one of the best receivers in the country. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Enough takes to start you out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. So much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game, but you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not quite this size, but it wasn't abnormal for them to have 15,000, 20,000 people in the stands at his high school games. And the numbers from his senior year as a prepster, impressive. Led his team to a 14-0 record. Threw for close to 4. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now this is Keller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. Birch sent to pass. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense for LSU back out there, ready to go. And they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, and it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
I think that's an example of how the game speed is different than in practice, because in practice, you might not be going full speed. A lot of guys in shorts coming your way, so it's going to be a big key to see how he adjusts to how the speed really picks up in this game, and if he's able to get rid of the football.
And think about it, Charles. That's the first time he's hit the ground with a sack since his high school days. He played in a couple spring games, but those were non-contact for the quarterback.
Yeah, they're wearing a different color jersey. No one hits the QB, even in the spring game.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
LSU with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Livingston. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Well, I tell you what, that doesn't look like the throw of a guy who's never played college football. And, yeah, you think about it, part of the throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And it's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The LSU offense about set to begin their next possession. But Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days, right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter, 8,000 passing yards. Isaiah, a year younger, he was the receiver. The two of them told recruiters, you know we're a package deal, so if you're coming to get us, you're getting both of us. And Zeke actually recruited by both of these teams playing here tonight.
And the two had dreams of playing for an... And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point up and through, and it's now 21-7. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense for LSU back out there, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So without Marcus Washington, LSU trailing as we reach halftime.
With the score, Ducks 21, Tigers 7.
Hey, kid. Just want to check in with you. How'd you feel about the first half?
Hey, let's do it in the second half, baby. Come on.
I definitely could have played better. We got another half to go. Just got to get back there and get on the same page as these guys. Get back out and get after it.
That's right. That's all you can do. Just make sure you relax. Second half's going to be fine.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The LSU offense about set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Off the play fake, Nelson. The Tigers of LSU looking for their fourth title in school history. They were champs way back in 1958 and twice in this century so far, 2003 and 2007. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there on third down. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable... And he's going to go down again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run here with Deku. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Nelson now, throwing on 4th down, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cleveland Browns. Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, D.
A first down throw for Mayfield, being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Michael Bannon, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. You got a hand in there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Edelman set to return. 51 yards on the punt there, and the Patriots take over. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 right at the 30. From the gun, it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line. SOS.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
On play action, now Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flush to his right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
61, match box.
Mayfield on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next to score Browns 7, Patriots nothing. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a play fake. Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. That's the both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like and a big loss here as he's taken down. D4 just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Colin Saunders providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, we'll find out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 27 yards there, a first down. Now Garoppolo letting one go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, Davey! Hey, alert! 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 Hands! Hands! Hey, alert! 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 Hey, Echo! Hey, come on, man!
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now here's Mahomes, escaping, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 8-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs are in for 6. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, remember we talked about the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me. Often that opens up enough space for him to go.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And that is incomplete here. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Shift. Come back. You got to go right here. You got to
back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the former first round. Jimmy Ward.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. We always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Colin Saunders picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's going to let this go deep. Back. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Antone Exum. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Here we go.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Garoppolo now. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. From being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Well, throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo, flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Yellow. On the line. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mahomes now on first down. Rolling to his right. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a...
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10, just shy of the 30. There's Garoppolo to throw. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. The 30, 10, 5, and he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big play there on the catch and run, 62 yards. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They come out here in the eye. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll give to the big fullback Juszczyk. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I'd keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Mahomes to the former Ram, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Oh, he's going to let this go. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They'll run it with Williams. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Handoff comes to Hyde. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?